Thanks for stopping by. I'm Angel, and this is Fit and Free 50, at least for now. As you might be able to tell, I wounded my arm a little bit. It's actually healing up well, I'm happy to say, and all the fingers work. Just the elbow joint has kind of spontaneously ruptured. Actually, just the bursa. I say just. At least it isn't the bone. It isn't, wasn't actually doing much at the time, but the bursa sac had been inflamed for a while, and then apparently I must have done just the right sequence of events to trigger a rapid inflammation. I think it might have been triggered by a little tiny insect sting, actually, the adrenaline thereof. In any case, whatever caused it ended up causing a rupture of the bursa sac. So now I have some healing time ahead of me, and I'm feeling grateful for my body, grateful that healing happens, and well, no time like the present to demonstrate how to do some stretching and strengthening, gentle de-stressing, even as I favor an injury. I do have a ace bandage that I often keep on this elbow. Luckily, as I mentioned, the whole arm is actually fine. I'll show you. Don't mean to gruesome you out there, but it's there's what my regular elbow looks like, and there's what my blown out bursa one looks like, and it's better than it was a couple days ago, which is the only reason I'm even out here and have it down and out and about. My hand in general, arm, is less swollen than it was. All that said, I'm still being very gentle with it, trying to keep it immobile. I'm going to be icing it again later today and just getting extra rest. Taking my turmeric and ginger, going to start applying castor oil and some other anti-inflammatory external things now that I'm past the critical inflammatory stage. And a big part of that will be gentle stretching, gentle moving. So in that spirit, I'm just going to take a couple of deep breaths here with some gentle rocking, root myself into the earth through the sits bones. I'm fairly congested, both because I have all this inflammation going on. Also, it's quite smoky and dusty here in Albuquerque where I am. My other elbow is a little sore too. In fact, all my joints are a little sore. So I'm going to move that chair so I don't bang it, because even though I said that was a normal elbow, it's actually got a boo-boo on it as well. I was favoring this elbow when I blew out this elbow by apparently just doing too much with both. I was going to say all my elbows. Very light massage here, which is a nice idea if you're fighting some inflammation. Actually, even lighter than you might think is a good lymph massage. And again, I'm trying to keep this joint fairly immobile, so keep myself in check. But it is good to keep the lymph moving and keep the energetics moving and keep the body aware that I do expect it to be healing. So after a little rooting and a little soft lymph brushing, literally do that with like a feather or a very light cloth or a very, very light brush. A finger, light feather finger is helpful. Real nice and light. That moves the lymph fluid. Dropped my brace. I'm just going to shake that out a little bit, and Again, rooting myself through the sits bones, I can really feel, and you might be able to see, I got some contortion going on here from wearing that brace and keeping this area immobile and keeping it elevated a lot. It's causing all kinds of abnormal tension through the whole body, really, but especially through the upper body. So I'm going to do a special relaxing return to fluidity session in the upper body. Just letting the head tilt to one side and the other, and I'm also letting the body rock from one sits bones to the other, letting the head drag behind that rock, just feeling that fluidity in the body. We're going to tap into that water sensation. Letting the fluidity, natural fluidity of the body do its healing thing, getting out of my own way. Just some very gentle arm movements, paying close attention to making sure not taxing that joint. Gonna relax that against the body and just gently rock the body, rock the head. And then I'm gonna settle back into the sits bones and just tilt the head now to the right. And some smoothing, making sure to drop that shoulder. And then I'm going to alternate chin and ear to shoulder, making sure to drop that shoulder as well. Just relaxing into it. Trying not to try, if that makes sense. Got lots of tension going on. I tend to manifest pain as tension and anxiety and energy. So for me, just relaxing, soothing, letting go of that tension is important. Now that I'm safe and supported, the body, of course, wants to hold itself together for good reason. Do a lot to maintain homeostasis. I'm going to go over to the other side gently, noticing how the two sides are different. Smoothing that shoulder down and that one as well. And then alternating again, chin and ear to shoulder. Just trying to relax the neck. Invite the body to let go of some stress. Coming back to center. Shake that out. Do some figure eights. Just swinging those shoulders back and forward, rounding the back a little bit, and then pushing the chest forward. Just following the body's cue here, see what feels good. Still keeping this joint relatively immobile, rounding the shoulders, rounding the spine. And then pushing the chest forward, arching the back, rounding the other way. I'm just going to turn this way so you can see a little bit more. Get the idea, rounding, tucking the chin, tucking the pelvis, and then expanding, lifting the eyes, tilting the head back, lifting the chin. And one more time, rounding. Coming back to neutral. Shaking that out a little bit. My kitty friend is coming over for evening petting time. That's it. A nice and gentle little neck stretch, little letting go of some stress. Mostly more energetic than physical, I would say, which is important. And just as every bit as important as the physical. It's all related. It's all the same thing, really. I thank you for stopping by. I hope you're remembering to take good care of you. Remembering to do the best you can from where you are with what you got. Feels good. I wish you a pleasant day. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.